ACT says you're not trying, your goal is never to try and reduce the feeling, the emotion, whatever it is, whether it's a great feeling of elation or whether it's a feeling of, real anxiety. It's about making space for it and still taking the action. I think you said that kind of said that earlier. The mood follows the action. The feelings will come and go, kind of thing. In simplest terms, two of the reasons why we feel the anxiety, and you've already said it, is because it's important to us. If you were walking around the corner, you wouldn't feel anxious, pretty sure, unless you live somewhere that's really violent or something. But, normally we don't feel anxious on those things that are not that important to us. There's no kind of outcome that bothers us. So that's one reason why we have a set of feelings that go with it. But the other one is we often tell ourselves a set of stories around how we should be. And so one of them is sometimes we have a story that we say to ourselves that, well, that's just how people like me are, or people from my family are, or I'm programmed to be anxious. So that's one of them. And like Jenna said, we could argue all day about whether that's true or not true. What's more important is it helpful or not to get caught up in that feeling? Or is that just another lemon kind of thing? Another one is that the feeling can be quite intense, and it feels to us sometimes like we can be overwhelmed by it, particularly with things like anxiety. But actually, when we say to athletes, where is that anxiety? So if we said to you, where's the anxiety that you feel? Could you tell me where you feel it in your body? Yeah, so you know where it is, but it's not all of you and it's not bigger than you. So that's the second thing, is we think it's so intense, but actually there's more of you. And we use a lovely metaphor in ACT called the sky and the weather. And we say that you, as the athlete, are like the sky. And just like the sky, you've always got room for the weather. And the thoughts and the feelings are like the weather, they come and go. But the sky's always got room for the weather, no matter how bad they get. So it's remembering that actually you've got the feelings, but they're not bigger than you. And then also sometimes we've been taught that feeling anxious is a weakness. So there's something there about, who we think we are. Whereas actually, we just said it's quite normal. If you go back to cave person days, we need to feel anxious sometimes, because otherwise then we'd have got eaten by the hairy mammoth, or we'd have been thrown out of the group. The two things that we feared most back then. We still have that natural instinctual response. So it's quite normal to feel anxious. So, and then the last one is that we think that to be good at a sport, we also have to feel good. And that's not true. Back to, as Jenna said, whatever athletes we work with, yeah, they all have feelings they like and feelings they don't like. They feel anxious, they don't feel anxious. Again, it's quite a normal part of doing something that's important to you. So that's kind of a framing sometimes to go, oh, they're all stories I'm telling myself. And actually, I don't need to get hooked by all of those. I can just notice them.